Prince Vijaya came to Sri Lanka in 4th century CE. He came to Sri Lanka from Sinhapuram uh, along with his 700 followers. And it is a point of argument whether Sinhapuram was in Bengal or in Gujarat, that is the west coast or the east coast of India. But it is said that he went to Sri Lanka with his 700 followers, and from there, the ancestry, the lineage of Sinhalese people starts. So, the very first thing is that the Sinhala people trade their ancestry from the Aryans. Hello, viewers. My name is Amit Mahajan. Vanakkam, namaskaram to all of you. I welcome all of you, as always, to my YouTube channel, Layman History and Geopolitics. So, today, friends, we are going to talk about a topic. The topic is about Sri Lanka. It is about that who are the original inhabitants of Sri Lanka. Actually, I was about to make a video today. I had quite researched it well. That's what I think. That what are the factors that led to uprising in Tamil Eelam? But then I realized that prior to it, I should make a video on the history of the people of Sri Lanka, which would justifiably include the Tamils. And later on, in the second part, I could go on the factors that led to the uprising. And thirdly, we can talk about the uprising itself. So, Vanakkam once again to all of you. So, talking about Sri Lanka, as I've already spoken, Prince Vijaya came to Sri Lanka in 4th century CE with along with 700 followers from Sehapuram. First Srihalli's work, that is Siabasal Kara, was done written in 848 CE. Prior to it, there are no Sinhalese works. Even Sinhalese first grammar work, Siddharth Sangraya, came during the 13th century CE. So the question rises as before 5th century or 4th century CE, was Sri Lanka uninhabited? Were there no people in Sri Lanka? The answer is quite intriguing. Fact remains 125,000 years ago, man used to exist in Sri Lanka, and these people, that was pre Paleolithic age, I believe, prior to the Stone Age, people did exist in Sri Lanka. And during the Stone Age, also, there were some people in Sri Lanka who have given their marks in the caves on the hills, and they were nomads and they used to live there, and their engravings are quite similar to what the engravings are found in South India. So, culturally, as we see, there was quite a bit of close affinity between people who lived in southern parts of India and the people who lived in Sri Lanka. Even the stone things that they used, what they call as the stone implements that he used to use, are similar to what were used in South India. They were same as used in Sri Lanka. Coming to the Iron Age, it is said when the humans started using iron, they discovered the usage of iron. During that period, some utensils were made, some earthen pots were made, and they were found in Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka. And the earthen pot which is found in Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka is 2,750 years old. So that earthen pot has Tamil language, Tamil engravings on it. So when we talk about the Tamil people in Sri Lanka, they are an old people in Sri Lanka. Their history is very old. As I've told you about the Anuradhapura clay pot, people argue that Sinhalese people did exist there. Yes, they existed. But then during those times, it was about the language. There were no clear identities to as who is a Tamil or who is a Sinhalese. Only after that, the advent of the religions came in, that people started distinguishing themselves as a Hindu or a Buddhist or a Christian or a Muslim. So that part, as we see, is per the religion basis. People started making their identity on religion basis. Prior to it, there were the sons of the soil, as in this case. So what happens is in 3rd century CE, Buddhism starts to progress in Sri Lanka, as in other parts of India also. It started progressing in Sri Lanka. When it progressed in Sri Lanka, we know that during the Mahajanapatas period in India, Pali, Prakrit, and Brahmi were the scripts which were used very effectively in India, very widespread. And when the Buddhism spread to Sri Lanka, inscriptions were written. Inscriptions were written in Brahmi, and inscriptions in Buddhist religion were also written in Tamil during that period. During that time, there were no signs of Sinhalese language or culture. It was just the Brahmi script, and along with it, the writings were also in Tamil. They used to mention the names of the persons. They used to mention the names of relationships between people. They used to mention the titles of the kings in Tamil in those inscriptions. During the Iron Age, also, the thing is, uh, there was a pattern. In rest of India, they there was never a habit of mentioning the names on utensils or clay pots. But the clay pots and utensils found in South India and the clay pots and utensils found in Sri Lanka, the names of the people are mentioned, the names of the persons who were engraving them are mentioned, and they are mentioned in Tamil. So Tamil existed in Iron Age, and Tamil existed during the advent of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. And as regards, people say that Prakrit is old Sinhalese language. Prakrit developed into Sinhalese language. Here, I would want to say that, see, Buddhism as it went by, it as it progressed in entire Asia, Prakrit language went far and wide. So it was Prakrit language which went far and wide. So it came from India, it went far and wide. And as regards Sinhalese, as in India, you see in Tamilkam, Tamil was spoken far and wide. But then Tamil and Sanskrit mixed in 10th century CE and Malayalam was born. Same is the case. Pali and Tamil mixed, and that is where from the Sinhalese language was born. So these are the things which we have to keep in mind. Tamil is one of the oldest languages in the world, and Tamil people are the oldest people who are inhabiting the island of Sri Lanka. The inscriptions that go by that we know about, there have been various archaeological researchers in Sri Lanka. They carry Tamil languages, Tamil insignias, and it is a witness that Tamil existed in Sri Lanka from times immemorial. Because, as I say, see, the difference of 35 kilometers is nothing between Kanyakumari and Sri Lanka. Just a difference of 35 kilometers of sea stretch doesn't mean much. The culture went from Tamil Nadu, from southern India, to Sri Lanka, and the people also went from Tamil Nadu to Sri Lanka, and there was a cultural affinity between them. Tamil language progressed, and so did the Tamil people. So that is, I think, I've given my viewpoint here regarding the prevalence of Tamil language, Tamil culture prior to the coming of Sinhalese language or Sinhalese culture in Sri Lanka. Tamil culture, Tamil language were very prominent, very prevalent, and the Tamils are the original people who were in Sri Lanka, and it was later on that Sinhalese as a language developed, Sinhalese as a culture developed, basically due to the advent of Buddhism, and people started recognizing themselves as Buddhists and started making racial notions that you are a Tamil or we are Sinhalese, that these divisions came up. In the medieval ages, also we see the Jaffna kingdom, which was a Tamil kingdom. Then there were various chieftains also. They were all Tamil. Tamils were basically after that concentrated in the north and east parts, and that is where they are still concentrated now. And that after that we know about the factors after the independence of Sri Lanka, whatever factors took place and the uprising took place. So these are parts of history. My motive of making this video is not to spread hatred. It is just about to clarify the roots of the people, where they belong, and the greatness of Tamil culture, Tamil language, and Tamil identity. That was all for me from today, from me for today. Thank you. Vanakkam to all of you.